Hello everybody, is this thing on? I hope it's on. Welcome. Welcome to the live draw stage of the Random Access Memory Tournament number 3. And I really hope this is working correctly and there's no explosions in the background. Let me just... Yeah, this probably sounds a bit better, yeah. Okay, let me just twiddle the knobs and all that stuff. We're gonna be live drawing today. And I hope that my computer is gonna survive this. As you can see, there's a lot of mystery boxes on the screen already. If you have never even heard of Random Access Memories, I will direct you later on to read about the format and the tournament and whatnot, the tools we're gonna be using today and so on. But if you have, then, well, this is the third edition, you will probably feel very familiar with this. We're hoping for a lot of randomly accessible and memorable fun today. I'm gonna be joined soon by my co-host and the director, I would say, of this format, or the coordinator of this format, Losgeek from the Nisei team, and we're gonna be walking you through the situation. But for now, I can tell you that they are gathering in the lobby. There are people playing today. Honestly, I have no idea who and how many and whatnot. We'll see. It could be 5,000 people, it could be 5 people. But yeah, I hope you've been doing fine over the last few weeks, months. I don't even know how many days have passed since the last time I was on stream. And let's not worry about this too much. I'm basically very happy to be here. With my voice a bit rough, because, you know, COVID and whatnot, that actually happens. And you can get a bit sick. Still don't know if I have it or not, but that's not the problem. Self-confining myself here, hoping to bring you a lot of good fun today, and hoping to be joined soon by Losgeek himself. We'll see how that goes. They're going to be setting things up very shortly on the main RAM General channel on the Nisei Online Event Hub, which is the Discord home for the event today, and we're going to be doing a live draw. I'm going to be, again, twiddling some knobs here just to make sure that things work. Going to be clicking a box or two. Let's just see. Will this work? Yep, this looks like it. This is the randomizer. What's going to happen? As you can see here, we're going to be drawing 2 large sets. What does large sets mean? Well, these are the 2 big boxes from the history of Netrunner in general. Anything that came in a bigger cardboard box as a physical release and not just a little blister, that's going to be a large set. And there are some extra things around it as well. The card pool is available for all the people interested in a particular article. And then we have 12 small sets, and those 14 packs of cards are going to create this, you could call it a bit of a draft pool. But generally, they're going to create the card pool for today. And yes, this means that if there's no core set drawn, for example, or if there's no pack drawn with Sure Gamble and Hedge Fund, for example, the 2 most stapley of cards for economy for both sides, then those cards won't be available. So whatever is drawn today, and we're going to be going through the cards, we're going to be commenting on the card selection later on, or the card pool. Whatever is in the pool is in, whatever is not is totally out. This poses a lot of deck building challenges for people, and hopefully they're gonna manage and navigate this just fun, and it's gonna be an interesting event today. The way this works, there's gonna be some Swiss rounds. There might be a top 3, I believe, or a top 4. We're gonna get all the scoops and all the explanations from Losgeek when he joins. But in general, it is a very random card pool in a way, so it's gonna be quite interesting to see what pops up. It's all about the memories, it's all about the big plays, and it's all about creative deck building in a space of 2 hours, because from the moment we draw the things and they're publicly known and Losgeek officially starts the clock, players will have up to 2 hours to create and submit decks that are legal. There is a legality checker as well involved here, and people can use it to make sure that they can actually build proper decks for this event. And we're gonna see how this works. But for now, this is basically still a big enigma. We have no idea what's gonna be drawn. I'm gonna be joined by Losgeek quite soon. He's still gathering people in the voice lobby for Random Access Memories. And let's see. I see quite a few people there, but let's be honest, this is a very early morning, well, not very early, but an early morning event for us folks in the Euro Africa, let's say Western Asia I could say so. Yeah. Well, the Eurasia. Well, never mind. Let's not get into geography too much. Losgeek is coming over to save me. But generally, it's an early event for us. It's I could say decently timed event for people in Asia, I hope, and it's a terrible time for anybody in the Americas to wake up. But anyway, here's Losgeek. Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
everyone.
welcome. You came over because I was getting lost already with maps and all that stuff, and I was, time zones and whatnot. I kind of forgot about this over the winter break. I was just like, nobody cares about timing. People live their own days and whatnot.
Yeah, and suddenly time got important again, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we have this tournament. It's okay. I have to wake up, coffee. Okay, let's boot up, and here we are. Welcome. So this is the third one. How do you feel about this? And well, I mean, do you think we're gonna have a good time today? Because it's still a big box with a big question mark on it. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is always a big question what we'll draw and whether the games will be like showing a lot of difference. I remember the first RAM that we played, MT got picked, and that meant that like half of the player pool was just playing MT and kinda on the same deck. But then again, even in that, people missed some of the possible cards. People's deck differed, even if they went for the same archetype, differed by like 3 or 5 cards, which is still kind of exciting. And players still had fun, even though you might not want to play many more games in the same card pool. So I guess no matter what we draw, it will be some exciting 3 or 4 rounds of Swiss.
Let's see how this goes today. Yeah, and we're gonna be talking about the cards later and whatnot, and directing people to the article to read all the explanations if they have not seen this event or this format just yet. Dunch is playing today, so Dunch, good luck. One of the quicker deck builders out there, and people are gonna have 2 hours to build decks. So I would just say let's get into the draw, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's
I'm
start
gonna
rolling.
I'm gonna be the little kid pushing buttons, and you're gonna tell me what I'm going to be doing in the right order because I don't want to mess this up,
So
Yep.
just to make sure, you already included the RAM 2 pack, so you press the settings for RAM 3 button, probably.
I pressed the settings for RAM 3 button. I can refresh and we can do it live on stream if you want.
No, this will be fine. If you press large sets and the 2 core sets are disabled, then we should be good to go.
Let's see. So how do we do this? If I remember correctly, you do one big box, 6 small boxes, one big box, 6 small boxes, something like this, to make it exciting. Okay.
Yeah, it gives us a bit of a story.
Okay. Morning, Rotage, as well. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be pressing the large set button any second now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready, people? You don't see my cursor, but it's wobbling nervously here. So we're going into a large set setting. I'm pressing a button. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, they're disabled, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
okay, we're here. So just
I got like a few seconds of stream delay, but this should be fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're drawing.
Let's say then just hit the draw set button and we'll see what we get.
But wait a second, we don't have Sure Gamble and Hedge Fund at all.
Yeah, we might get System Gateway.
Okay, fair enough.
But otherwise, yes, this will be a scramble for Econ.
Jeez, good luck to anybody getting this box. We're going here. This is beautiful. I love the effects. This is kind of Rain and Reverie. Oh, this is one of the most sought after sets of cards in general in physical format. So
yes,
yeah, exciting.
You can press on Rain and Reverie on the left side, and then we get like an overview of the cards.
Here we are. This is so funky. It took you like 5 years to write this thing, right? No, or 2 minutes?
It took a weekend of having fun because none of this code needs to live for a long time. Yeah. So what can I remember from this set? Definitely Liza is a big contender here, and I would expect a lot of players to just hone in on Liza, but depending on how much kill we get, playing Liza might be kind of difficult.
There's sports metal. I'm always looking first at the IDs when this happens because the IDs are what's going to drive the game, and the special abilities of the IDs are going to definitely make things spicy for you. There's Game Changer. Jeez. I see this is going to be sports metal or the outfit here for a lot of people, huh?
Yeah, once again, remember that there is no ban list in this, so you can just play everything you see on the screen here. Yeah, I imagine a lot of this will be conditional on what other cards we draw, but a good thing is that every faction now has an ID, because in the first one we just didn't have NBN because there was no possible ID. So
yeah,
and we can see all of the factions.
Yeah, and seeing Acme Consulting, of course, like you said, whatever comes next is going to definitely drive people's choices, but Acme Consulting is strong. It is a card that...
There are definitely some strong IDs in this pack.
Yeah, and I love to see the outfit, and I love to see the sportsman, but we're gonna go into small sets now, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, small set number 1. We have a bunch of things disabled already automatically. Thank you so much for presetting this.
Yeah, those are the ones that were drawn in last RAM, so we don't want to recur the same packs over and over again.
Exactly.
And Blood Money and Democracy and Dogma and are disabled because the cards are just very strong in there.
Mala Tempora. Okay. Well, let's just draw 6 and then we're gonna go through them. Sure. Or should we go one by one? How about you tell me.
let's pick like 3 and then we'll look into.
Okay, we're drawing another. Exciting! I get to press buttons and things happen. I always like it in computers, you know. When this doesn't work, then this is kind of like really memories, huh? Mala Tempora, Study in Static.
Yes.
So we're going Genesis Spin.
I gotta admit, I don't know what the cards are in there because back then I didn't play yet. Oh, Fear the Masters Rotage will be happy.
Okay, so we have 3 sets. Let's take a quick look and then draw some more cards. So I'm gonna just zoom in because there's fewer cards in a small pack, of course. Here we go. What do we have in Mala Tempora? Reina Roja, not too bad, and no other IDs present.
We got Sundew, which is a good card. We got Accelerated Diagnostics, which maybe does something.
Power Shutdown.
Yeah, like there is stuff there, but we would need a Jackson Howard for this to be actually useful. But we'll see. Maybe somebody will find something.
But we have Knight. I miss Knight so much. This was one of the cool cards. I love Knight as a breaker. It's just so cool. Nowadays, it would probably have a tough life because the numbers are a bit rough on it. But back in the day, it was just so cool to have a Knight and just hop around. Okay, let's take a look at Study in Static then. Government contracts. There's a base. Oh, sorry, not base Wayland. Sorry. There's the most boring Wayland ever because we built it. This doesn't look that exciting, I would say.
We got Deus Ex. You got All Nighter for some Shaper.
There's False Lead that might make some people happy, depending on what else we get.
Kind of some fun cards in here, but nothing.
Force of Nature. Well, there's Mr. Phones, and I think if Mr. Phones is in the game, everybody's like super happy. For nobody understanding Mr. Phones, or for anybody not understanding Mr. Phones, sorry, Underworld Contact. That's basically Mr. Phones, because there's this gentleman, I assume, with the phone, and then you see a reflection. So there's actually 2 phones in the image. So that's why it's phones, of course.
Also, he's got like a broken wrist or something because nobody holds a phone like that. But
I tried once, and then I spent 3 weeks in the hospital. So don't do it at home, please. Okay, and we're going to. Oh, and there's Tyrant, one of the most useless pieces of ice ever existing. But never. It's a really cool piece of art, though. Gotta hand it to the artist. Okay, so we're going to Fear the Masses, and here I'm still looking for IDs. Harishandra, nah.
By the way, small info: you can press on the cards to highlight them, which might be fun for the stream to follow along.
Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, Harishandra, that's. I don't know. It doesn't do much.
It is an ID, and I mean you got Zealous Judge, so maybe you get tagged. I don't know.
We have Bagat, which used to be a big scary card, and the Black File, which has been popping up in some kind of off mainstream decks, but has been making things rough for the core for sure. What else do we have here? We have full Immersion Rec Studio.
I mean, we definitely got the name of the set. We got Fear the Masses, which will excite Rotage and probably put the fear into each of his opponents.
Indeed. There are some. We haven't seen, of course, any staple economy cards just yet. Like I'm speaking operations, so we haven't drawn into a gateway system yet. But there's some cool cards here already for some factions. Like Lateral Growth is a very good tempo card for HB if you have access to it. There's Magnet, which some people already mentioned makes Knight sad here. Yes, absolutely. Rotage is was that Rotage? No, that's Test Uning, I guess it's this running, but never. But yeah, we have a bunch of interesting cards here. Let's continue with the small sets then, shall we?
Let's draw 3 more.
Yeah, let's draw 3 more magical little boxes. This is like going to the shop and seeing, you know, the shelves and going like, ooh, what else can I get? Deliberated Mind. So we're getting another set from Mumbad. Nice. Red Sand, Crimson Dust. So a bit more recent in a way cards.
Yes, and I think the last pack of Red Sands had some real strong cards.
Yeah, but we have Mumbad all over the place. This is basically random Mumbad memories, or sorry, random access Mumbad. Basically, that's what it is. Let's go into the Deliberated Mind. Yeah. Out of the ashes, some people could be happy, no?
Yeah, something is brewing definitely, but we don't know what. We got the Turning Wheel, which is like a win condition, which
Yep.
people might be lacking. We got Consulting Wizard, which nobody knows what it does in this card pool. Exchange of Information is definitely something that makes Liza probably a worse pick, even though we don't have any tagging yet. Just
Yeah.
putting one in your deck because you might be playing Liza might be a fun choice.
We have Brainstorm, which I know people love to face check Brainstorm. So basically, that card is already making some people giggle uncontrollably, I guess.
Yes.
We have the best ice ever, which is Vanilla.
Rotage will be pretty happy with this Ram, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. We have Consulting Visit, which in a kill environment would be awesome, but we haven't seen any kill, to be honest. So there's still half the cards to draw. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So doesn't look super exciting, but there are some pieces, and the pieces are slowly falling into places. Then we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, large set draw number 2 then.
We still have 2 more packs to look at.
Wait a second. We're still doing the small sets first, and then the large set.
No, I mean, we haven't looked at Crimson Dust.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Jeez, I was so excited. I was already like, give me the big box. I want to see if they're going to be totally, you know, so to speak, not able to have economy or no. Well, Mining Accident, big thing here.
Oh, we got Amakua, which is also probably a good breaker solution, especially if money is a problem in this format.
Yep. We have Salvage Vanity's Armory, which, again, was probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest banned card in Standard at some point. Which is a bit controversial.
But I'm excited to see if anybody figures it out, because I think a lot of things need to fall in place for Salvage Vanity's Army to do anything.
Exactly.
Once it does, it just wins you the game.
Exactly. We have Breach Dome, yay! My favorite pet card. MCA, which could be a big thing here. Yeah. Depending on what the runners will be able to do against it and how the courts will be able to protect that remote with MCA austerity policy. But this card has been winning games consistently, and it's a very powerful card. So definitely looking forward to seeing this in action.
There are quite some interesting cards in here, so we'll see which of those make their ways into the decks of players.
Yeah, we're gonna still go back to all the cards later on, but I haven't seen any particularly kind of cool ice that would be really standing out there. Like Vanilla was the only one, I guess.
Anyway. Yeah, that is true.
Okay, Palana! Ooh, this is the first thing.
Yeah.
That's a big one. This could be big. In a meta with limited economy, Palana could be just good, basically.
I wonder, do we have any trash cans for tech traders to be good? Because it is a good econ card if things align.
Yeah. People will have to be looking at the trash card icon. Trash can icon very closely.
Yes.
Net chips? Nah, I remember building a Haley, of course, back in the day, like trying to build a Haley with net chips, you know, kind of desperately, but it's a good card, but you have to do the right thing. And still, no eyes. I mean, what like, there's Harvester here, which doesn't do basically anything? I don't remember even ever playing this card.
It does some things if you are on some evil plans, but I don't know if they are playable here. But we got corporate sales team, so at least some form of corp economy, I guess.
Yeah, I think corporate sales team and MCA. I'm kind of seeing sports metal here. There's a lot of purple cards looking very good for the corp.
That might be true.
So we'll see if that's gonna be the case here. But okay, we're at business first. Okay, business first. Excuse me. So we're going back to the large sets now.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, let's draw the large set. I'm gonna zoom out again, and okay, fingers crossed. Now I'm gonna press a button, and if System Gateway is not there, it's gonna be very interesting. Good luck to the button. Okay, so don't blame me. Blame the person that wrote this website, who happens to be here. Don't blame anybody.
Don't blame him.
Exactly. Don't blame anybody. Ooh.
I'm against. Ooh, what do we get?
Shapers.
Still a few seconds behind. Oh, we get creation control. At least that gives the runners some economy.
Okay, I'm hereby announcing this, calling it. This is gonna be a purple day, huh? Like.
Yes, maybe.
The perps are winning this. This is gonna be sports metal, and look at this. You have Cerebral Imaging, Custom Biotics, and Next Design. Well, Next Design not so much, but Custom Biotics. Not a bad option, especially if you're hunting econ from other factions. Cerebral Imaging, which has been a meme by itself for a long time. There's just so much stuff here. Like, you have MCA and you have Efficiency Committee. So that's a cool combo, which you can just click for credits if nothing else.
Yeah, it might be your your little bit of money back in this format, because you will definitely need it, because we still don't have much money for corps. And also looking at CI, we only got green level clearance right now, so it's not that good.
Yep.
But on the runner side, we definitely have Dirty Laundry and Daily Cast as some solid economy options.
Yeah, this is saving definitely the day for the runners here. Dirty Laundry and Daily Casts are gonna be, I would say, in every single deck. If you don't put these cards, you really have to have a good game plan to pull off the credits. Same old thing, I miss this card so much. And there's Levy, also known as Larla, but basically Levy AR Lab Access, a card that can save your bacon if you're really in trouble for, you know, getting trashed out. It doesn't seem to be the case, but who knows, maybe people are gonna be recurring their economy or some key cards here. We'll see how that's gonna work. Clone Chip?
Yeah, like Clone Chip SMC, the basic Shaper backbone is there, and who knows, maybe this means that Shaper will see some play in this format today.
Hopefully, I mean, we all miss green cards.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Yeah, I can see this.
With Liza and the card pool, having something else that looks good is probably good, and I don't see the Liza deck yet. But we'll see. 6 more small sets to go.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to very quickly say that Freelance Coding Contract is here and Clone Chip is here. So that means you could basically, if you're lucky, trash programs from your hand and make some money and then clone chip them back if you need. There's Cyber Cipher, which is a cool card. There's some stealth. There's Atman. So we have a powerhouse of AIs, basically. We have the Turtle on the criminal side, Atman on the Shaper side, and Knight on the Anarch side. So everything is there in place. And we're going to go into the small sets now, draw 6 additional ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is exciting. More money needed. Sovereign Sight. Good. Kitara. That's more recent cards, so to speak. Oh, that still feels like... I think so. This is like 15 years ago anyway, right? Upstock?
Yeah,
wow.
it's... Ooh, some Lunar action.
Okay. And True Colors. Okay, so let's take a look at the 3 little boxes we have here. Again, zooming in for the enjoyment of everybody. Ooh, Urban Renewal. I see some destructions happening. Well, maybe not. Asa. That's cool. What else is here? Gene Splicer could be a fun win con, not a win con, but could be a fun card for Jinteki as a ruse trap card, for sure. Echo Chamber, different kind of card. Urban Renewal could be a kill card if that happens.
Also self-growth program, which also makes Liza pretty sad. So we got some things to fight Liza.
Yeah, Liza doesn't seem to be that scary, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And look at this, we have Ikawa Project. I'm pretty sure this is, I'm pretty sure. I would be playing purple because Ikawa Project MCA, that's a really cool thing. If you can pull that off, you're basically just stifling the runner for clicks. And clicks are going to be super important in this format, I think.
Yes, purple has gotten a lot of good cards in this format.
Yeah, okay, Upstock it is then. We're going to the moon. Domestic Sleepers. Another purple card. That's kind of cool, right?
You can definitely play that in Sports Metal.
Yeah, you have
just give you a little bit of boost.
Yeah, you have Nay.
We got Nay, but do we have assets? I don't know. I don't remember.
Not really.
We got the Root, which is the most fun card that just gets trashed.
Oh my goodness! Mother Goddess and Magnet versus all the AIs. Well, versus Knight, sorry. But Mother Goddess is probably going to be in there because this is a lovely card that has stopped many a runner from getting in because it's a mythic and it just ends the run. The turtles are probably going to fly into... Fly? Do they fly? They're going to swim. They're going to swim into many a deck here as well because AIs will be needed if people are going to be putting Mother Goddess for 0 influence as well. This is strong. We have some people already deck building. Tuck That Gut is already saying Puffer plus Leprechaun. Yeah, that could be an option.
Yes, you go for that, Askar.
Exactly, do it.
Oh, we got paper tripping for Liza to just get out of jail free.
Yeah.
Remove all text.
That is there as well. A very powerful card, but it costs 4 credits. We'll see how that happens. But listen, listen to this. Power tap, so basically you could just try to initiate as many traces as possible, but, well, I don't know. Does that even make sense?
Maybe the card plays traces, so who knows?
Okay,
right,
so yeah. True Colors.
Finally, True Colors.
Lawyer Up, more anti-tag technology. Oh, this is interesting. There's like Liza, which is Tag Me, and then there's Lawyer Up and paper tripping. But we have Keyhole. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, but I don't see any ice destruction, so Keyhole might not be that strong of a game plan that it normally is.
Sweeps weak. Here comes the yellow Econ card for sure.
Yes.
Punitive Counter-Strike. Here we go. This
There's a reason to include Power Tap. Just
Yeah.
dodge the punitive Counter-Strike
Yeah,
traces. There you
this
go.
just got very spicy because we have punitives, we have consulting visits. So the kill plan is suddenly on the table, and there are other tools here. We already mentioned the Breach Dome. There's a Shock here, which is basically Breach Dome 1.0 or 0.5, if you will. There's stuff here. There's definitely stuff here that could start clicking in a very interesting way. Okay, let's
We'll see.
draw
Final
three additional.
small sets.
Yeah. Everybody excited? I am. We're going for First Contact. We're going for Old Hollywood. Ooh.
It's amazing. I just don't remember any of the cards in the different sets. I just know which card comes from which set, but not exactly which pack.
And Quorum. Okay, fair enough. So let's go. Yep. So the first, the first of the last packs, which is a First Contact, which should have been drawn first, seriously. But anyway, here we go.
I see Eliza's toolbox, which is toy box, which is fun, but if it's good, I don't know.
There's IQ, which in CI is plain scary, but it only has one subroutine, so then again, who cares? But who knows?
We got Christine Grid, which can be fun.
Yep, that's a very good card.
I don't know what kind of run events we got in here. Rachel Beckman, which is amazing.
Ooh, yeah, Rachel is...
keep around.
But yeah, I mean, there's IQ. Oh, it's a code gate. Sorry, so Quetzal, yeah, whatever. Rachel Beckman is cool. I just noticed Chronos Project. So, do you think Chronos Project is going to be a thing for Sports Metal, and the runners will have to think about adding? Oh, actually, no. This is If you just score Chronos Project, yeah.
It depends a lot on what kind of agenda suits are possible. So maybe we'll see it. I don't know.
Yeah, Boxy is a cool card, but it's expensive a bit, but it's still cool. Looking for money here still, and there's. Not that much. Well, there's the News Now hour, which is great. And there's Manhunt. Traces. I don't know. I really don't know. We haven't seen anything scary on the trace side other than exchange of information. So who knows? Maybe somebody was going to go that way. Yeah. Okay, let's move over to Old Hollywood because we will have to start the timer at some point.
Yes.
I hope I'm not delaying too much, but I'm just so excited. Vanity Project! That agenda for... Oh, Explodapalooza?
We got Paparazzi, so maybe Liza's more happy. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? We have Harpsichord, which is always a fun thing to play, but it's janky as hell. An offer you can't refuse. A lot of very famous cards here in a way.
Yeah, Trope, Spoilers, Drug Dealer. A lot of these cards saw play at some point in the past.
Yeah, we have Fanside and Film Critic. Ooh.
And the most important card, Early Premiere, which is amazing fun in any age if you are just spamming the board and then go, this is an agenda, and I will now score
it. There's a lot of stuff here indeed. And there's... I was looking also at the ice, on the... From the perspective of price, there is a lot of cheap eyes that can do things. So it's gonna be interesting to see if face checking will be a thing, or if people will be actually like, there are things there that can hurt. So let's just be a bit slower. We'll see what the speed will be like in this game, and then go on to Quorum. This is the last set for today, and there's a lot of cool stuff here.
Yeah, we have got Shiver, which is a huge card. We got Wild Level Clearance, we got Tapworm, we got Aaron,
Marin, and Lisa.
Yeah. You got Peace Not Time, which is like econ for both sides. That's something.
Yeah. That is true. I think this is a very good card that should be in all games ever. It's like, you get money, I get money. We speed the game up basically and in general. There's Brian Stinson, which is kind of... I don't know. We haven't... I don't remember, but this could be good. Or not.
Yeah, this could be good. We don't have any way of getting rid of the runner money if they don't decide to interact with us, but... They will have to, maybe?
Yeah, there's Nasix, which is not too bad.
That is true.
There's Macrophage, but we haven't seen that many viruses, scary ones. Not really. I don't think we're going to see any Chiashi's Rest, but it's a lovely card if it fires.
We got Liza's Toy Box. You might
yeah, I mean...
cheat your Chiashi on the board.
Do it.
We'll see. Yeah, this is a lot of interesting cards.
There's a Stealth Breaker, so we did see some stealth support earlier on, but there's no smoke, so definitely not going to be happening.
All right then. Okay. I'd say let's leave our players to.
I have to press the generate links now. Yeah.
Yeah, you press the generate links button and copy the links you find there into the into one of the chats, maybe announcements.
Okay.
Like the corp and runner strings would be good to have there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this into the chat. I'm gonna drop over to the situation, also formerly known as what's his name, the screen that shows things to people, and I'm gonna just drop stuff into the announcements or general. Which one do you want me to do?
Just go for announcements. That's
Okay.
where you can find the important links.
So let's go. This is the okay, and then the other one is the other one.
Perfect. And then I will start the timer for everybody.
Yep.
So once again, a reminder for everyone who's playing, make sure to set your deck legality to casual, otherwise you'll miss out on some of the really good cards.
Yep.
And now you got 2 hours to build your decks.
Exactly. And what will you have the time to look at stuff right now with me, or?
Yes, give me a second.
Yeah, sure. We can take a breather. Let's you do the thing. I'm gonna take a breather here. We're gonna be reconvening in a song or two, and we're gonna be coming back for you. But for now, we're taking a break. So Lost Geek's going to organize things. I'm gonna be taking a short break to just how do you say it? Grease my throat with some water so that it doesn't go all the time, because I'm having definitely a blues moment here with my tired voice.
That doesn't sound like very tasty water, but
it's very good. It's straight from the pipes. And we're gonna be coming back in a few minutes to walk you through the card pool and look at a potential build. Maybe we're gonna try live building just for fun, but we're not gonna bother you too much with this, folks. Anyway, see you in a few.
Yes, I'm finished now. The only thing I have started doing is entering the actual packs into my Netrunner DB. Yeah, that would be helpful. Do we even know how this game works? Has been. Yeah, unfortunately not, because I have access to a lot of things, but not to Netrunner DB. Yeah, so I can't just fiddle around with the code. Yes. Pre- Pressing buttons is hard. Oh. I can't tell you. I can hear you in Discord, so
Like, okay, maybe. Okay, no, wait a second. Now they can hear me. I think. I hope. Can they hear me? Okay, this is okay. Sorry, folks. So all the things I said, I just said to you. Sorry, that was the wrong button. See, pressing buttons is hard. We're back, and yeah. So we're gonna be building decks now. We're gonna build the corp decks, but anytime you start at a RAM tournament, you should start with choosing the right pack. So can you just walk me through this? What do we have here again?
yes. Give me a second.
Perfect.
I'm capturing a screenshot also for the other players, so
Perfect.
you can I don't know how many screens you have, but if you have some number of screens that is enough, then you could also look at this for yourself.
Absolutely. It's gonna land in the RAM general or RAM announcement.
Yes,
It's gonna land in some RAM.
somewhere. I don't know. Let's go with RAM General.
RAM general. Okay, perfect. There's already a lot of timers running in the channel because people are on a timer here. There is a bonus for people who manage to build things faster, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Like if you manage to build your decks in 45 minutes and submit them on time, you get 3 bonus points in Swiss before the tournament even starts.
I like this. This is like speed building. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
yes, it is, and believe me, there will be mistakes if you go for those 3 points, but 3 points are 3 points.
Exactly. And so what happens? What happens if I? Oh no! First, you have to run it for the deck checker to make sure it's legit, right? So
Yes.
you cannot submit a deck that just doesn't work.
I mean, you can, and people have in the past, but then I will come over to you and tell you your deck is illegal. Please change things.
So we're gonna start with the corp because that's what I think people usually start with. I guess. It's
Yeah,
a bit harder to build.
I think it's kind of easier to build corp because you don't need to care about the runner that much, and then you can like the big baddies are already known, so we know that Liza exists, for example, and whatever else the others will do, we'll just figure it out later. So I like to build the corp first, and then circle back around to it once we finish building a runner.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I have all the packs here, and Mombat has 3 packs, which is, like we already mentioned, a bit wild. But okay, First Contact, Upstock, True Colors, Mala Tempora, Study and Static. It looks good to me on my screen, so I hope this actually makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're missing creation control, I think.
Jeez! See, there you go. My collection is missing creation control, which should be under creation control. I'm so good at finding boxes here. Ah, here we go. Creation control. Yes. Okay, here we are. Thank you so much for being my helpful AI. That's another cool card. Anyway, okay, so I don't think so. It would be cool. Here we are. So we're gonna be building a. Oh, what should we be building? That's it. So first of all, let's just mark all the And let's go for IDs because this is the identity. And
Yeah,
let's take a look at what's here.
I'm looking through the ID pool. Our outfit is a good outlier. That might be fun to build. But do we have any form of kill? Like, do we have any form of, if the runner is tagged, do X, and X is a thing that kills them? We got subcontract, but I think we still need to kill them somehow.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a way of actually killing the runner for being tagged, but we have a lot of ways of annoying them for being tagged. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, just on the color side in general, HB. Well, it's kind of balanced more or less. NBN and HB in the lead, kind of. Jinteki with 2. Oh, there's Saraswati. How did we miss Saraswati? This is not bad.
Yeah, that's part of Rain Rary, right?
It's kind of cool. There's the outfit, which is... Yeah, but the thing is, bad publicity, that's the thing. Were there any bad pub cards? Who knows?
I mean, there's Too Big to Fail that comes with Rain Rary, and there is Hostile Takeover. Is there? No, wait, we don't.
No,
we don't have access to Hostile.
No, Hostiles is no, not there.
Don't listen to me.
We should totally listen to. So what should?
But I think this would be the first thing that I look at if I'm not going for the I feel there's always the obvious route of going HB because you just put in value cards and think that's enough.
So let's try big brain here, and we're just like, okay, we're hot off the situation of the draw, and we see this, and we just go sports metal, I guess.
I think like if you go for that, yes, but if you want to be fancy, I think there is maybe an outfit deck somewhere out there, but that's always there's always the question that you just are missing too many pieces and then need to scramble together something out of HB that makes sense.
Yeah, the only good news about it is like we don't have to finish a deck and submit it and play, so that's cool. This is just for fun. You don't try it at home. If you're building a decks right now for RAM 3, for Random Access Memory 3, don't do this at home, folks. Don't copy us, okay? We're just having... Simply the Onion saying Punitive CI. Punitive CI. There's not enough money.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm circling back to. I'm looking at the outfit list, and there's Punitive, there's Too Big to Fail, and that's it. How does one money?
I think money is very hard here, like for the corp. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's kind of hard.
It is really hard. We can look for cards that say gain on them. We got back channels, so if we advance a thing and don't need it, then we can make money. We got Sweeps Week, I guess.
Sweeps Week is an option, I guess, yeah. But there's just not enough cash.
Fast Break, Green Level, Lateral Growth, Product Recall, whatever. What does this do?
I'm just gonna pull up. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the screen where I have the corpse in there as well, like the cards, because right now Losgig is basically walking you through the list of cards, and you don't see them. And I should be doing this where you can actually see the cards. So let me just flip around some screens, and we're in the stage of looking at corp cards. So while we have the deck builder open in one window, I'm also gonna hop over to well, the other window, which is gonna be showing you the corp cards.
Yeah, I'm pressing through my NetRunner pretty quickly and looking for cards that say gain on them.
Yeah.
There aren't many cards that say gain on them, so I think this is part of our problem in this RAM. Corps really don't have any form of economy going for them.
And purple is just such a big color here with the addition of Creation of Control, of course.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go purple. We could try. I mean, the other colors, the other factions are definitely represented, and they do have options on the table, for sure. But for example, NBN just has a rather small card pool compared to the others. Wayland is looking not too bad, but then again, not too good either. It's kind of in the middle. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. Sums it up pretty nicely.
There are 197 cards in the pool for the corp, so a lot of stuff to choose from. I don't know, like seriously, I would say let's try and build a thing that wins.
Yeah, I think the thing that wins is probably out of HB.
Okay.
Let's be
let's look at the
honest.
HB folks. Yeah, let's just focus on the purples. Yeah. Everybody loves purple. Everybody.
I think your first idea of sports metal makes a ton of sense because the ID can also make you money.
IDs. The most metal of IDs, and that's why we're gonna put sports metal. So whenever an agenda is scored or stolen, gain 2 or draw 2 cards, which probably means when you build a corp deck, as a player who has played a lot of games in a lot of tournaments, what do you go next after you choose the ID? Agendas or something else?
I do take a look at the genders, but having seen the draw, I think we got a ton of them. So we are pretty wide for options. We got corporate sales team. We got even sleepers for extra ID triggers. Yeah, I think that will not actually be the problem. Yeah, look at that list. There is something in there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I at this point like go with 3 corporate sales team.
Hyperloops, man. This is like...
Yeah, 3 hyperloops, 3 sales team.
Okay. We're doing that. Yeah.
Something. I just press the buttons and then later on revisit. Probably some Ikavas. I guess I guess there's the question of what are we doing? Like, are we doing punitive?
I think we could, but then that means you should have a 3-pointer in here, right? Because all the low pointers don't make sense.
And that means like we're not actually scoring that much, so we probably want Ikava and
There's vanity.
There is vanity.
This is 4 meat damage, you know? That's even better.
that is one better indeed, but...
Just to think about the runner side, I don't remember all the cards in the pool, but I think there was not a lot of multi-axis other than the turning wheel, right? Like there was no other stuff. So basically
I guess there's Keyhole, which counts as multi-axis if you squint. But yeah, there is not much.
Okay, we have Simply the Onion. Actually, Simply the Onion, are you up for joining us on the stream? Because maybe you can jump in. I don't know if you're around for this. Do let me know on Discord. I'm gonna be keeping an eye out, and then we can build the 3 of us. Because you're one of the deck builders I know to be fast and precise and with ideas. But feel free also to just contribute through the chat. Oh yeah, he can come on. Okay, perfect. So STO, also known as, sorry, not STO, Simply the Onion is going to be joining us. One of the people streaming as well from time to time. We're going to be definitely co-hosting with Simply the Onion, and Percomis is going to be joining us later. I just have to figure out how to make this happen. But in the meantime, wait a second.
Yep. I think I can give them the necessary commentary role. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Wrong buttons. Pressing buttons is hard indeed.
You know, I already gave Simply Onion the commentary role, so it's just all about dragging. Oh yeah, he's here. Are you here?
Hello, how you doing?
Hello, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. How are you?
Doing well. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We're looking at cards and we're just going like, what the hell is going on here? But okay, you're not playing today, right?
No, I'm not playing.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be commentating with you.
Just making sure that we're not stressing you out here, and you know it's all like cool. So I'm going to be kind of taking the backseat. I'm going to leave the 2 of you to talk about the cards, and I'm going to be pressing buttons. There's going to be a bit of a delay, but you can do a lot more looking at cards in the background. I'm going to just have the deck builder on screen while you can look through all the collections in the back, and I'm not going to be saying much, but I'll be on audio as well. Is that okay? And you can just... The 2 of you take it away. We're building a sports metal deck with the cards we have. There's even less time than before because I keep talking without making sense. Go.
I'm looking at the card pool and I'm seeing like Lakshmi is legal.
Yeah, that's...
But what do you do with that? I don't see a coherent game plan yet. Like there's obvious plan of going punitive something. But how are we making enough money for this to make sense? Because the runner has got daily casts, the runner has got dirt laundries, and probably some other things that I'm missing right now.
Yeah, runner money looks fairly solid, so I think punitive will be very hard to pull off.
Yeah.
If we had just a bit more money, then I think the idea of CI punitive would actually be very interesting, but you just aren't getting there.
Yeah, I do agree.
For sports, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm looking at sports and I'm looking at CI because CI has the one big advantage of actually being able to play vital level clearance and get away with it. If you do the same thing out of
so as well.
Sports can do so as well, but like sometimes you're discarding cards, and in this format we don't have. I guess we have attitude adjustment and stuff like that to just be safe.
Yeah. So what does here sports have as like fast advance options? We have Game Changer, right? Do we also have Biotic? I don't think we do, right? Or like even...
Just saying, we do have Arella Salvatore.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That might be a way to go forward.
I think that is the way to be going here, yeah. going with like some amount of Aurela's attitude adjustments to save our ass if we just like toss too many agendas away.
Also, we got Fast Break to just say, okay, we are trying to win now, draw cards, install Arella, install things.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I think this is the game plan. Also, this means we can make use of all of the agendas that we have, and kind of filling up our deck with agendas is helpful here.
Yeah, I think since we're suffering so much on the money front, there's actually like a few cards which are just money in the agenda suites,
Yeah.
like Hyperloop, and there's also domestic sleepers, which is always amazing in sports.
Yes, I think I would go with like 3 Hyperloop, 3 domestic sleepers, and we do have the corporate sales team, which is probably good. Let me on my side click on all of the 1-point things and then see how many points we actually have if we just go with 1-pointers. Got like,
yeah, there's Gila Hands, there's False Lead.
Yeah, I have like 13
I
points.
guess there's Veteran Program.
What is that doing? When you score Veterans Program, you may remove up to 2 bed pubs, so it's just a kind of blank 3-1. Then we are at...
I don't think we are playing that.
I don't know, but like if we do, then we are at 16 points and 19 agendas already because of the 3 sleepers, which is like fun because every single access that runner does pushes our game plan forward. We just need to find a way to score like 3 points in a normal sense probably, and then go for Game Changer, because Game Changer then gives us like 5 extra clicks per Game Changer. Probably.
Yeah, probably. So
I guess like 4, because them being on 6 points is kind of hard to make without them also finding the 7 point before we get our turn again. So let's say 4 clicks per. So if you find 2 game changers, that's 8. We probably play a fast break at 7, and then we need to, if we got an Arella Salvatore, we need to pay 2 credits to score a thing. Yeah, that means we can like score out 3 agendas without the runner getting a turn. Probably something around that.
There's the
we
black
can
file.
definitely score some points.
There is the black file, but like just ignore the fact that the runner might be doing things against us. The runner is just playing along for at this point.
Yeah, we haven't looked at runner's side yet. I don't actually know which pack it is, but is there Artist Colony?
No. There's fan side.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the fan side. I saw the film critic, but I didn't see Artist Colony. So I think there is no forfeiting in here.
All right, lucky us.
Yes.
Okay. What else is there? Oh, we have efficiency committee. Is there anything we can do with that? Any shipments?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, right? I didn't see any during the draw, so okay.
Yeah.
So that would be just a dead 4-2, so we'd probably be looking at, what's it called? CST instead. Corporate Sales Team.
Probably.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drop. We have 3 copies in. I'm just following what you're saying. Yeah. For now, we have sales teams, domestic sleepers, and hyperloops. 9 points, and so on.
I think I just go with all the 1-pointers now, because I think having some 2-pointers is good, because we can then, if we know we can score them, we can just put them in a remote and score. They are some kind of trouble for us if we lose them, but I think like back then it was also a good idea. So I think I go with all of them except Veterans Program for now. So I think like Director Haas, yeah.
I think Gila Hands Arcology will be a sleeper hit for the sports decks, honestly.
Yes, because
it's a good way for them to make money.
It's just econ. Okay, so now we are at 19 points, it seems. Or am I missing some 1-pointer that I've never... Sensor net activation, what are you doing?
19 cards, 19 points. This is cool.
Oh, sounds nice.
Sensor net activation is place 1 agenda counter on it when you score it. Host the agenda counter, res a Bioroid, ignoring all costs when this turn ends. De-res that Bioroid. Maybe?
Sure, why not? That actually sounds...
We had some hindouts,
sometimes
I think.
do something.
We had some
it does more. Yeah, it does more things than Veterans Program, so I think that makes the cut.
We drop 1 in, or do you want to?
Yeah, just 1 in to get to the 20th agenda point.
Okay.
And see, half of our deck is already built. This is perfect. I I think I go with like 2 fast breaks and 3 game changers now to just like get the operations in.
Yeah, let's have a look at operations next, probably.
So you switch to operations. I'm just dropping the 2 you mentioned. We can, of course, edit it later. We're switching to operations then. We're still looking only at purple. And actually, no, we're going to drop in all the colors here. Because now we can start using influence and whatnot properly. Okay.
Yeah, so first we put in 3 hedge funds. Oh, wait.
Wait a second.
Wah, 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 wah.
I mean, we could go for lateral growth, but the thing is, we don't need that much money ourselves either, because like there is no account siphon, there is no diversion of funds, so the runner can't take our money.
I just noticed a sleeper hit for later Oversight AI. There is some scary eyes in here. There's Chiashi's, there's Heimdall, I think, which is 11 credits in itself, or 10 or 12. But there's Oversight AI with some big eyes. Could be a thing in this game. We'll see.
I think I heard someone also mention that building blocks is also in. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Wow, this is
And there's one giant ice you forgot to mention. There's Curtain Wall.
Curtain Wall! The best ever, yeah. So Glacier is possible, and Wayland Glacier with outfit could be a thing. We'll see.
That is an interesting idea, actually. Yeah.
But we're still sportsy here because it's a weekend.
Just make the runner go poor while they're trying to break your stuff, and then something Stinson. I don't know. Okay, but we are purple now. So let's go back on the thingy tab. So we got divert power. Does this do anything? No.
It diverts power, and that's about it.
Yes, I think we do take wild level clearance because it's a good card.
I'm just scrolling down. Okay, I'm just gonna be dropping 3 of, and then we can tweak things always. This is the beautiful thing about deck building. Okay.
Yes, you just drop in things that sound good and then see on later. We could play Restore to just get rid of the what is it called, the 2-pointer, the compensation that we don't want to score. No, this is kind of scary.
Probably green level clearance.
Maybe yes. I don't know.
An interesting thing is
a small money card.
There's should we think about recursion for the corp, because I think there's only mutate. No, sorry, no. Forget about this. What I said doesn't make sense. There's no recursion for the corp.
There is like attitude adjustments for agendas, but
that's about it. Okay.
There's interns.
Oh, right.
True. Yeah, in the asset slots there are some interesting things, both in terms of money as well as like power cards, right? There's Lakshmi, which we discussed, is probably just not getting there.
Yeah, you don't have anything to res, that's a problem.
Yeah, you have MCA and Advanced Assembly Lines.
There is genotyping. Lara just genotyping. That was the card I saw and I thought it was mutated. Genotyping is the recursion. Do we need this?
No, because we're probably just trashing 2 agendas and then shuffling them back as well. I don't know. Just pick one and we'll decide later on.
Sure thing.
I'm looking at Kelly testing and I'm looking at the Rella, and I think that's still a good thing. Like, just put stuff out on the board. The runner will probably not run them because it's just 1-pointers all the way down, and then you got a Kelly testing to score something.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So I think I'd go with like 2 Arellas, 3 Kelly testings for now. Which
we're already filled on inf, right?
Yeah.
We're already -2.
but we'll see. Like this is up for debate later on.
I think we still need at least a bit more money, right? So I think lateral growth is something to look at, or maybe even sweeps week if we want to spend inf on money.
Yeah, I think lateral growth is true, but like keep in mind that every time the runner accesses the card, we get 2 credits probably.
True. Yeah, so now I think, even though some players have said it's the worst card type, we should still look at ice.
I do
at least defend ourselves somewhat.
I think we could go like the Mother Goddess route.
I'm not sure. I think there's like a lot of small good eyes, right? I already see Gatekeeper and I see Vanilla.
Yes. Yeah. Nah. With Amakua being in the card pool and like Admin 0 maybe being a thing because of Schiffer, I think Vanilla might not be the best choice. We might still play it because it says end run, and that's good in the early game, but I don't know. I think definitely we play 3 gatekeepers. If we don't go the pure Mother Goddess route, but I think you're right that we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, thing with Mother Goddess is like, what else really is there in terms of like non-typed ice, right?
Yeah. Put in
Is
one
there-
brainstorm because it's fun.
True. Is there Loki maybe? No, Loki
I
isn't
don't
in,
think
right?
so. No.
Nah, so that's not one of the untyped ice.
No,
could
we
use.
don't really have much untyped ice. Besides like stuff that trashes itself, I think, or like Meridian is an option. Meridian is an actual option in this format. I don't know what the breakers are,
true.
but like Meridian is probably good.
Yeah. Yeah, we can put in just like 3 meridians. And then yeah, maybe just like Bastion if we are not going with vanilla. Or maybe like Data Pike. Probably Bastion since we don't have a barrier yet really.
Bastion's
Meridian is like
expensive.
fake barrier. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's like the best thing we have. I'm not actually sure what type of fractors the runners have. I think during the draw I only saw Inti, which sucks. So if like Inti is the main barrier breaker for them, oh boy.
Yeah.
That sounds good for us.
Then Tyrant starts making sense. Hear me out. Tyrant with double advance. It's like, you know. No, okay, never mind.
I think one thing that we should be looking at is Giordano Memorial Field. It's unique. It costs 3, but I think we can see like if the runner is on 4 or 5 points, we can just drop that on R&D to make sure they can't suddenly win.
Yeah, that
Or we
sounds
can
nice.
or we can score behind it.
I think both are valuable, right? And we
Yeah.
are adding like a few fairly expensive assets / upgrades into the deck. Well,
Yeah.
right now it's only upgrades, right?
Okay, so we're dropping Giordano's. How many?
Well, we will always drop in 3 and then cut
we'll
later,
tweak.
probably.
We'll tweak. Okay, we're at 50 cards more or less, but of course there's cards we have to cut because of influence, and we're still in the early stages here.
I don't actually know if you're in the early stages because I can't think of any other cards that I want in here.
Okay.
Actually, I just checked fractors, and all the fractors all suck. So there's Inti, there's Ankusa, which is actually kind of good, but very expensive to actually fuel. The Crims only have Tycoon, and the Anarchs, which are usually the best fractor faction, have only Black Cat, which requires Stealth, and Yusuf.
There is Turtle, remember. There's Atman, remember. And there's Knight.
Small
Knight
update.
is a card.
First person already submitted deck list, so
What?
there is that.
Wild.
Let me check whether it's a legal deck list, but
Yeah, take your time. Okay.
mad respects for that.
Yeah, no, this is really like we're just kind of idly building here. But then again, with 3 minds, there's always 3 times as many ideas. I wish I could say 3,
Yeah.
2.5 because I'm half a brain here right now. I prefer to learn from you. But yeah, so you're saying you're saying that breakers suck. Sorry, breakers. I mean fractors. So barrier breakers are bad for the runners, which is cool. There are some AI breakers. Should we be thinking about then swapping stuff around here a bit? Because Meridian is kind of it's like
Fake.
yeah,
It's not an ice.
Exactly. People will probably always try to just say, yeah, I don't care, like I -1, whatever. I don't know. But then again, it definitely plays into our game plan here, like because Meridian is an agenda, and then Game Changer gets extra powers, and Fast Break gets extra powers, and so on. So these cards do play together really well. I was thinking maybe we drop the Gatekeepers we put in the Mother Goddesses, but then again, Gatekeeper is a really cool card too. But then it stops being a cool card because it's just strength 0 and it doesn't do much. I don't know. This is hard.
Yeah, I think we need to so we need to think about what the usual, if we're doing like Game Changer sports stuff, there's usually the main threat, for this type of deck is them accessing too many agendas at once, right? If they just like access an agenda a turn, we're really happy. And they don't have like the usual tech cards in the form of Artist Colony or something like that to fight against that.
Yeah, I just realized there's Lancelot in the format, and there is Galahad, and Galahad is a very cheap barrier for 2 creds. It has an end run on it, and if we try to combo it, although it's all influence, right? We could. There's Trash a Program, which would be probably deadly for the runner if you manage to res a Galahad and use a Lancelot from your hand to destroy their only poor barrier breaker, unless they are Quetzal. They're in deep trouble, or unless, you can trash their AI as well, no problem. So there are options here for a combo. But then again, this is probably not the game plan. We should stick to the game plan.
Yeah.
I think the whole rig shooter archetype is kind of hampered by creation control being in the format, since
Chip
Shaper looks great and they have clone ship.
To be honest, like looking at this corpus, I think I would just cut the genotyping and call it a day for now.
Probably, yeah.
So let's cut the genotyping. And is this a playable deck? Yes, it is.
It is a legal deck. Let's
sorry. True. Okay, so we're just gonna call it Ram Super Sports, and I'm gonna save it, and then we can move over to the. We're okay with that, right? So just to make sure.
We can. Yeah. We can now look over at what I'd call probably like barrier only. Wayland would probably be the faction to do that from.
Yeah, we have a lot of cards that will cost us one way or another 3 credits or click credits or what have you. So we're kind of the power level here is okay. Don't look at the strength of the ice, because that's not really relevant here much. But it seems that we do have cards that are going to be mainly giving us money and trying to score fast and not punishing the runner much, but just trying to outpace the runner. We'll see about that. Saving this deck right now then. Opening the new runner deck, I'm just gonna drop in for now. Which IDs did we have? Oh, we had Nat. Okay, and then I'm going to go again to the collection, which is already selected for me. This is awesome. So we're already on the right packs, and we're looking at the runner cards now. What do we do here? Let's look at the IDs. No apexes, but the criminals are here. I should be unmarking events, and the shapers are here. And no, okay, here we are. So we have Akiko, Exile, Nazir, Nat, Quetzal, Reina Roja, Kit, which is it's a really cool ID, even though the 10 influence is kind of hampering you a bit, but there's just so many cool Shaper cards with creation control, and Kit is a very strong ID, if you think about it. And then we have the Professor. Does the Professor have any viability here? Probably not.
I'd say I haven't really looked at the programs too deeply, but Professor never gets there. He's always, you always want to spend the influence on other stuff usually.
Yeah. So looking at these 8 IDs, what should we try and figure out? I mean, Exile, as much as I love the character, not that.
Yeah, same goes for Nazir. Nazir always looks great, but without what's it called? Personal Workshop, he usually is more of a downside than an upside. Especially since we looked at some of the eyes. Yeah, Nat might actually be interesting to look at, but Anarch did seem like the least supported faction, right?
True, there's Quetzal. Remember that there's Rebirth. So you could theoretically go Nat, Rebirth into Quetzal. There's Reina Roja, which could be an interesting pick, thinking about Econ on the corpse side. But yeah.
We're actually missing an ID. You still need to set the legality to casual. Then we get to see our secret hidden 9th agenda.
Yes, sorry.
Not agenda.
I was just trying to take away everybody's attention from the fact that Lisa, the Talking Thunder, or Lisa Talking Father, sorry, the prominent legislator, is in the house. The first time you make a successful run on a central server, draw 2 cards and take 1 tag. But there's no econ in this. And you have to have 50 cards. I don't even know if this is good. Honestly, nah.
No, I think it's important to mention her, though.
No, I'm kidding, of course. And Lisa is the only criminal. So if you want to have a turtle for free, this is your pick. And
I'm not sure if you can make Liza work.
Yeah. Or sorry, I say these, I should
The
be
draw
Liza,
is like always feels so good to play, but if you have to like spend 15 inf on probably just like all the Shaper Econ cards, I'm not sure if it's worth it. So I'd probably be looking at, honestly, Kit or Akiko.
Akiko is cool because of the multi-axis. And there's not that much multi-axis in the pool right now, so she could be winning games with that.
That is actually true.
But
do we have anything to get rid or like to circumvent ice? I guess we got Schiffer as a kind of ice nullifier.
Oh, I cannot really look up Schiffer because it has the I that I cannot type easily. Oh no, I manage. Sorry, here we are.
Ah, there he is. Yeah. We don't have like neither Chisel nor Parasite, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
So we can't really blow up ice. I think I'd first like. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, for Kit, we need to look at the quote-unquote Kit synergy card first to see if she's available, aka whether our decoders.
Okay,
that is true.
Yeah, so I'll let you do this in the background. I'm not going to be hopping around here much. I'm just going to talk to people about Kit itself. You can do all the library searching and whatnot. So yeah, if people want to play Kit, of course, the first time each turn you encounter a piece of ice, it gains Code Gate for the remainder of this run. So we haven't talked in depth about all the different types of ice because we're trying to build decks here fast. But there is Mother Goddess, for example, which if you encounter Mother Goddess, if this is the only piece of ice, it becomes Code Gate, so that could be crucial. It all depends on the support, like Simply Yarn said, the support of this particular type. And I just want to say that there's Cyber Cipher in this format, so real Kit Peddler with Cyber Cipher, which only costs 2, if I remember correctly, has a strength of 4, and has this really cool phrase. When you install this program, choose a server, use this program only during runs on the chosen server, and it just breaks Code Gates. This is cool. We have Dunge in the chat who already submitted decks and wanted the 3 points, so that's it, but is not apparently wildly excited. But saying Stealth is the way to go, I think, because there are more or less the only good breakers. I think Stealth, some self-support. Cyber Cipher, I don't know. I kind of like Kit with Cyber Cipher. As a thing, you do have clone chips, so you could be shuffling Cyber Ciphers around servers, depending on how many servers the corp will build. I don't think there will be many. Then again, like we mentioned earlier, barriers could be a winning thing here for the corp if you glacier up somehow with the building blocks and what have you, Heimdalls, Chiashis, all the little different toys you have out there for barriers. That could be quite interesting. But you looked at different cards and any particular picks or anything we should be focusing on if we're going Kit? Let's just assume we're going Kit. That's it. We're gonna let all the people who play Liza shine on stream.
The decoders are very, very polarized, I'd say. So you have Sai, which is like obviously has this like very big restriction on in only being able to use it on one server.
But you can have multiples. It's not unique. That's good.
Exactly. So you have like one very, very cheap and strong decoder, and then you have one very, very large decoder, which is the other really good one, which is Torch.
Oh, Torch is powerful. It's a powerhouse, but it costs 9 credits.
I know, you need to like spend pretty much
you have to sell your kidney,
everything on it.
Yeah, just, mortgage your house if you have a house and whatnot, and then you can install Torch and then hope that it's going to be Code Gates all the way down. But it's just so good.
Exactly. So Torch would be the other option, which is, I mean, it's amazing if you can get it down, but to get it down is like so difficult.
There is the way, there is the way that Dunge mentioned, which is Stealth, and we have Refractor, which is a good card too. You think about it, you do need Stealth support though. There is Refractor in the pool, yeah, so that's
an option.
Potentially, it's cheap, and then you need Stealth, but what Stealth support do we have here? This is the question. Not much.
There is Cloak.
That is true. We could be just going.
Actually, let me just search for subtype Stealth.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, I'm just kind of taking the next, I hope, natural step in building a runner, which is okay. If we're going for a runner, do we all three agree that we are going kit? By the way, just for the sake of the stream.
For now, I'd say yes.
Yeah, we can just go with this, right? Yeah, I mean, kit looks solid. Kit's limitations are basically the 10 influence, but with creation control and a limited card pool, there's not really that much stuff we would love to drag in. Maybe a stray AI breaker like a turtle or something. We'll see in a minute, but you can see that the card pool is not that... Well, there's bankroll, which could be a big thing for runners, especially since we do have... Oh yeah, we should put the obvious things. Sorry, I'm just gonna switch into events for a second. And I'm gonna put the obvious things in as well. And apologies for anybody on stream going like, what is he doing? He's just putting stuff in. But we're gonna go into the neutral cards.
Yeah.
And the events.
Just like get in dirty laundry,
Exactly.
daily casts for now. I'm not sure what else we had in terms of easy money.
Oh, why don't I see daily casts? What did I do wrong? Oh no, because it's a resource.
It's a resource.
Okay.
Maybe we want peace in our time. It seems very wobbly because corps are actually so low on money, so we might actually not want that.
Yeah, I'm just dropping stuff in for now. For defector? No.
I do think that if we are Shaper, we are definitely also going with professional contracts. Maybe we can make Underworld contact work. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the link yet.
But is Procon in the format? I don't see it. Did I?
Well, you didn't select Shaper.
Oh shoot. please correct me live on stream. I'm just being silly. Procon is actually a solid thing because it's draw and stuff. Okay. And then we were talking about what else was in there. You definitely don't want fan site.
No, that's a dead card.
Yeah. Underworld contact. I was looking at it, it's like, yeah, but when are we gonna get to Link? If there was Sunny in the format, this is a auto include, but it's not.
Looked at the Link cards and there isn't really anything.
Yeah.
There's like Borrowed Satellite, which is 3 to install for 1 Link, and has like a teeny tiny other upside, which doesn't actually do anything really.
This is looking solid for now, yeah. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
We have some money for running. We have some money just for being alive. We have daily cast and Proco, which is money and draw, which is huge if we manage to get it, for example, turn 1 on the table. This could be a mulligan card for us here. Of course, you go down to 0 because no sure gambles, and you cannot just say, oh, 9 credits and then I install this. But still, it's quite powerful, and it is one of the best Shaper cards in a pinch. So let's keep looking at stuff.
What's us there? I think we definitely don't have enough money yet, so we should probably be looking at more money cards. And the thing I've noticed, which might be interesting, we do have Cloneship, right? So we can always recur any programs.
Yep.
And there's Tapworm.
That is true.
So that might be a way to like generate a good amount of money for ourselves.
It is 0. We will not need a lot of breakers because we're kind of betting on Kit being useful and the Corp not icing up too much. So we're just gonna drop in 3 Tapworms, and that's eating a lot of our influence already. But this is good money, most likely, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. This will most likely help us out big in the money department.
Short announcement to you too. First of all, the deck building time for the 3 points is over, so 7 players have gotten the additional 3 points.
7 people! Wow.
And I posted the ID spread in the channel. We got a lot of diversity on the runner side and 6 spot metal and 1 NEH on the corp side. So I think this will be a pretty purple day.
So wait, 7 people have submitted. Does that mean that everybody submitted? No, we still have people building, right?
We still have people building. There's still like 1 hour 50 minutes or something like that for deck building, but the players who are aiming for those additional 3 points have submitted their lists, and they've all been legal. So good job, everyone.
Good job, everybody. Yeah.
Pressing the correct buttons.
Not like me.
And furthermore, I think I will drop off at this point, grab something to eat, and prepare for the TOing part. I've been silent for this part anyways because I've been handling TO stuff. So thank you for streaming this, and have fun.
Thank you so much for organizing. Yeah, and good luck with the TOing. We're going to be still talking later on, and we're going to be taking a break with the stream at some point, but we still have to finish this deck. So good luck with the breakfast, good luck with the warming up and everything else. Okay, so we're back to the deck build. Okay, so we're kind of at 18 cards. Still a lot of cards to put in. You said money.
Yeah, so, most definitely.
You said money, you said Tapeworm and Clone Chip. That's a good, solid thing. What else?
There isn't anything.
This was depressing.
We're still honestly, we are already scraping kind of the bottom of the money barrel, really. There isn't that much else in here that I'm seeing. As you were mentioning, bankroll would be an option.
Yeah. Question, same old thing is a thing. It's a resource, it costs 0. If we recur, it costs us click, so that could be very painful, but we could be just replaying Dirty Laundries or Pieces in Our Time. But then again, Pieces in Our Time give Corp money. Dirty Laundries, I don't know if that actually makes sense.
It's a weird rules interaction, but you can't replay Peace in Our Time.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Same old.
Yeah. You're absolutely
right.
Because
it's technically not your first click.
You're absolutely right, and this is good to note. Yeah, it is a first click only, so it's kind of 2 clicks in one, so it doesn't really work. So Dirty Laundry could be recurred. So if we had this is just me kind of theory building here, theory crafting. If we had piggy banks and Dirty Laundries, and we would be recurring the running Dirty Laundries with the piggy banks, then we could be getting more creds on the piggy banks. But then we're just worrying too much about money and not really worrying about the game state, no?
Yeah, exactly. What else is there? Like, for money itself, I don't really see that much. Another option which we could actually put in probably only the 1 or 2 of is Dummy Box, which is a resource which allows you to prevent your card from being trashed, which could be another way to protect your Tapeworm. And then we're just like very all in on playing around Tapeworm.
It's an option, and it's a virtual resource, not too bad. Yeah, so let's just drop 3 of it, and again, we're going to be tweaking the numbers later on. Yeah, so oh yeah, but for Dummy Box to work, we have to trash a card from our grip, and this prevents an installed card of the same type. So this means we need to be going for programs. We do have, of course, 3 Tapeworms, but now it's time to put programs in. Are we gonna go down the stealth line? I mean, Cloak in itself is econ in a way, right?
I've looked at the stealth cards. There's Cloak and there's only Cloak. This is it. You have Cloak and that's it. No other option. You don't have like Netmarkers, you don't have any other source of stealth. So I think it will be tough to actually get stealth to work.
Okay, but
if we had another way to find programs, we do have SMC.
SMC, yeah. I would say Cloak in itself is good value because it kind of pays for itself the second run you do it, because this credit is recurring. So there's 1 credit you invest. It keeps coming back in a way, so it makes running cheaper. But I don't know.
It's like the problem is if we're already on Tapeworm and we also need to install breakers at some point, we're like starting to get into the situation where we need a lot of MU to actually support all these, and usually MU costs money.
Yeah.
We did see NetChip, and there are a few other MU options, but none of them are like too amazing, really.
We just need a card that gives us a lot of money for 1 cost install cards, and then just install all the net chips, all the cloaks, and all the clone chips, and then just play that card that gives us money for 1 cost installed cards, which doesn't exist, but hey, if it was there. Film Critic is a must to combat sports metal. Oh, Fireblaze in the chat saying Film Critic is a must to combat sports metal. That's a thing. I mean, Film Critic is never a bad thing, I guess. There's Ikawa as well, if somebody's on that. There's Exploded Palooza, which also could be cool to film criticize. There's stuff in there. I mean, let's take a look at Film Critic
Film Critic maybe. Is definitely a card to be putting in. I didn't want to look at tech cards already, but Film Critic was definitely a card I was gonna mention later on.
We're dropping 1 in. Just thanks, chat. And by the way, chat, if you have the time, help us out, because this is just fun building on stream. We're not gonna be playing these. Reboot a simulator sounds fun to get the big programs cheap. Come on.
Actually an option.
Reboot, that's 5 influence. I mean, yeah, it does exist, but 5 influence in kit?
No, you don't actually get it to work out. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
What else was I looking at? There's actually quite a few good cards in Crim, since And we were kind of cheating in knowing that everybody will be on sports, but there is Aaron Marin.
Aaron Maron.
As a way to just like completely draw through your whole deck.
Okay. An option. An option.
And just in case we need more draw, this is definitely something to be looking at.
I'm gonna rub him in here. That kind of
exactly.
bites into our piece in our time or taproom selection because we're already over the influence. But we're holding him in our how do you call that, side deck? No, what was the sideboard? This is the sideboard. Okay, we're not worried about damage, I guess, because we've seen things that are damaging, but we're just gonna we'll have to deal with it.
The only real damage option is Punitive. So if you're like really afraid of anyone actually playing Punitive, you just put in one Guru Devinda.
Okay, that's an option. But I just wanted to mention there's actually, this is going to be a bit of a sidestep in the meta, but there's Dirty Laundry, which is running, which usually, if not safe to run anywhere else, you would be doing on Archives. There are 2 cards to poison Archives. Sorry, 1 card to poison Archives. There's Shock. And there is Breach Dome, and I think Breach Dome didn't work from Archives, right? Did it?
I think there's actually like 20 plus cards to poison Archive because in sports, every card in your every agenda in your
that's true. We know that people are in sports, yeah. Like you already mentioned, we kind of cheating. We kind of know the meta here a bit, so we're playing against the meta right now, which is good. This is what you get for kind of streaming and organizing the tournament and not playing in it. But anyway, what else is here? The stars are turning with the contract.
Otherwise, in terms of money, it's kind of hard. You could look at something like Ice Analyzer, but if we're expecting a bunch of, it's like at the very bottom of your list right now.
Yeah.
Ice Analyzer, which is like, I mean, sure, but how much ice are you really expecting something like sports to actually res?
Yeah. Fireblaze again saying the source, it's expensive. Yeah. It is a card.
It's an option.
Oh, that's so. Why am I saying it's? I was thinking the black file. Sorry, forget about me. The source is there. Yeah, this is not bad, but you have to pay extra. This is the bad thing, and we're already troubled with money here a bit. I don't know. People have probably come up with some wild econ engines that we didn't think of, but that's okay.
Wait a second. I think the source is actually an amazing choice because it has it attaches a cost to any. I'm not sure if this works rules wise, but it attaches a cost to any steal we would do.
And then
if I remember correctly, first of all you can film critic it, and second of all, if there's a cost to pay, you can always deny the cost, like decline to pay the cost and thus not steal the agenda, and thus dodge all the Archives poison from sports. So that might actually be a thing to be doing, just like sit on that.
Yeah, this is the part where we should be totally dragging Lost Geek back in, but we're not going to do this. We're going to talk about it later on. The source, but this is influence. What do we do? Influence!
Yeah, we're really struggling on influence now. I think we're just like overloading on influence now, and we are going to be thinking about everything later on.
But look, we have 15 influencer. If we just switch the ID, we're fine, right?
There isn't actually a shaper with 15 inf.
No way. I mean, yes, way.
Akiko is 12, right? If I remember correctly.
And
then there's
Exile.
Professor. Exile. Oh right, there's Exile.
And Nazir. Nazir has a link. We could actually go Mr. Phones if we manage to make Nazir 2 link. Just saying, huh?
There's only
same for Exile.
True. So I might actually be looking at doing Exile. I don't think Nazir is good enough. I think you're gonna be drowning, or rather dumping all your money way too often with Nazir, since I'd expect the corpse to play a lot of cheap ice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. With Sports Metal in the house, Nazir is kind of a non-bow in a way. So Exile, but then how many times are we going to install a program from our heap? We have 3 clone chips, which is a thing.
Probably twice at most, honestly.
Yeah. But it's good because it has 15 influence and 1 link. So that kind of opens up some other options for us. So let's for now just switch to Exile, yeah.
The only link card in the format is Borrowed Satellite. If you want to look at that card.
Yeah, that's always a thing. We can borrow Satellite. It is flippin' expensive, but maximum hand size +1, which is good. and +1 link, which enables Mr. Phones or professional not professional. Sorry, what is his name again? Underworld Contact.
Underworld Contracts, yeah.
Yeah. But here we're running this in my mind, and of course I'm not an expert deck builder or anything. In my mind, we're just running into this. This is 3 credits. Professional Contacts is 5. Things cost. Let's take a quick look at the costs here. Okay, it's not very bad, but could be worse, and I don't know. It's just I always want.
Yeah. The whole thing is that we are already very much relying on Proco in terms of money, and now we put in like another 2 card combination, which also costs 5 credits.
Yeah.
And if we are expecting everybody to be on sports, then we should be looking at doing things fast instead of doing things slowly.
Yeah. Again, we have Fireblaze saying Exile is SMC plus clone chip, then you need some cheap virus to recur over and over and over. That's a good option.
Which we would kind of have in Tap Room, right?
Yeah, that is a virus. You can recur it. Yeah, true. And the Source plus Film Critic is the classic non-interactive Shaper sitting back do nothing deck, which is something you could be doing, but then again, if Sports Metal is in the house, you probably will pay the price for that at some point. But well, I mean, there is a way here. So Exile could be a pick for just the influence. I don't know.
If we just want to sit on the inf.
Yep.
I think we should first let's just sit on Exile for now.
Yeah, sure.
And look at the breakers we'd usually be wanting here, right?
Okay.
How like a generic breaker suit or like program suite would look. We definitely are looking already at what's it called? We probably want Knight already, I'd say.
But Knight is influence we don't have.
Yeah. And then in terms of Shaper breakers, there's Ika. Ika is great. I like Ika.
Ika is cool.
You get kind of, oh wait, there's a magnet in the format, right?
True.
And we're relying on clone chip instead of what's the other chip? The one that lets you trash stuff. Atman is in the format, true.
Same old chip, as I call it.
Yeah, exactly. The other chip.
Atman is in the format, that's true. And Atman is an option, and it's in our influence. It's not prohibitively expensive. The problem is it costs 3, but then you have to pay for it extra to set it to a strength. It's set strength, but then again, and hear me out, like we've seen the cards, unless the corp goes really wild on the glacier stuff. This could be very good to deal with all the cheap ice.
A thing you could be doing... Oh, this might actually be interesting. You could do Atman Cypher, since we're expecting some people to be running vanilla, as well as... what's it called? Gatekeeper.
Okay.
There will be a lot of 0, like, those will be 0 at some point, and then you can, like, substitute this with Turtle, since you're already running a lot.
So you're saying Cyber Cypher, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
just... I was talking about Cypher.
Oh, the console.
Yeah, the console.
Oh, so this, this guy. Once per turn, when you encounter a piece of ice, you may reduce your maximum hand size by 1. If you do, okay.
So then you just like play Admin 0.
Yep.
And break all the vanillas for free, anyways. But the other thing is, why aren't we doing Turtle at that point, right? It does the same thing as Admin 0. True. So maybe we just do Turtle, but then we're running into the influence issue. No, I know. I'm just I'm just thinking about options that we have.
Oh, absolutely. So let's just drop Aumakua here, which we know that it costs only a very paltry 1 influence. So I'm just gonna drop 2 here and just make sure that we can look at this. We could, I mean, I don't know. Aaron Maron is there.
Maybe we don't want Aaron.
I mean, it is a definitely, like, it's gonna give you cards. So that's draw. But Procon is our draw engine, I would say, in this case. The good thing is it's clickless, so Aaron is just clickless. Procon gives us money.
Yeah, we'd have to see how much we'll need this in the end. Let's first fill up the rest of like the usual breakers. We'd have to look at all the decoders, which is Cyber Cypher and Torch mainly, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if we'll ever have enough money to actually get Torch down. Could be tough. I'm not sure.
Do I get Cyber Cypher?
Maybe. Honestly, maybe we still want Torch just as a one-off, and Cyber Cypher also as a one-off, since we'll also obviously be playing triple SMC.
Okay. And then we're going to go self-modifying comp ×3, because this is the card that's going to tutor cards for us for sure, and we're just gonna install this, and then we can do whatever we feel like with our programs. And one-offs in this moment makes sense, so I'm just gonna drop into one Atman as well, just for the sake of keeping it in there. Almak was... Do we go? Well, we're gonna be...
You'd also be sitting on one turtle, yeah.
Okay, we have clone chips, that's it. And there's... The thing I have here is like there is the agenda that basically deletes your heap, so you have to be careful about bringing your stuff back, but it is an option. Like you have clone chips, and the clone chips here in Exile, that's really, really cool. Like we do not have to worry too much about recurring our programs that got trashed. Theoretically.
Yeah. Other thing to be looking at is obviously next the other two subtypes. Which is both, we need to look at all the killers and all the fractors. For fractors, infection, we really only have Inti.
Not perfect.
No. Yeah.
In any way whatsoever.
But there isn't anything in other factions too, so
that's
I mean the next best thing is what's it called? Probably Typhoon.
Or Tycoon or Typhoon? No, Tycoon.
Tycoon, right? It's Tycoon. Typhoon is something else.
That's an option. So it's again influence, and we're like, you know, we're over influence way too much, but this is an option, and we should be keeping it here. And then I think Ica is like, we have to just deal with Magnet somehow. We can overinstall Ica with Tapworm or whatever, and then just recur it if we need to, but it's just too good, right? I mean, it's just...
Yeah, I think we need to go with an Ica.
Okay.
Ica.
Yeah, I mean, whichever. Ica. There's probably some pronunciation dictionary somewhere. Fireblaze saying Sahasrara is good money if you got the MU. Yeah, this is the thing. But Sahasrara is Anarch, right?
No, it's 2 credits to get back 2 credits.
It could be good for Torch, but then again, it's a lot of build-up. It's typical Shaper creation control stuff, which is spend money to make more money later. Yeah,
exactly.
We may not have the time to use it, but it's good econ for installing stuff. Yeah. Then again, Tapworm is 0, and Tapworm is our main breaker here. How are we on the MU actually? Let's just see. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, everything is legit fitting. Yeah, okay, so we're kind of okay. The SMCs, of course, are going to be trash. Schiffer is going to give us 2 MU, which is good. So I think this is looking, I mean, it's of course far from awesome, but we're 35 cards. The question is, we need to have 45 cards. What else do we put in here?
No, there's like so little options.
Let's look at events. I mean, is there anything else we could just put in faction, because we're already going to be cutting in faction or neutral for 0. We're going to be cutting cards already, so I'm just trying to make us papery. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, neutral.
There's Out of the Ashes, which could be a cool thing if we decided to, instead of Tapworm, but Tapworm is just good, to have, again, the piggy bank, and then just keep Out of the Ashes.
You could try to do combo stuff Out of the Ashes, since there's also Encore, and as your payoff, you could use Keyhole, but that's a different deck than what we're looking at right now.
There is Escher, and I think if somebody's building Kit, Escher could be a cool thing for you, because this is just playing around stuff and just, you know, code gates and whatnot. This could be a cool combo card for you if you're building Kit. We went for Exile, switching midway in a way, because not enough influence. We're influence hungry. There's Larla, but we're not gonna use Levy AR because it's, nah, it's too expensive.
What are you putting back even? There's like
Scavenge!
Much. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my. Scavenge is an Exile card. It has Exile on it.
It doesn't actually work with Exile though, right? Oh no, it does install from your heap.
Yeah. This is it.
Trash, okay.
This could be a thing.
What are we actually trashing and getting back for good value here?
Torch? No. Kidding, of course, but
Not really.
All our programs are cheap. But I think you could, for example, scavenge an Atman to reset Atman, right? And this draws us a card from exile.
Yeah. Question is obviously we just don't know the numbers for exile.
Oh yeah, true. That's true.
Not for exile, for Atman.
For Atman, yeah. But this is just to say we want to have the draw from exile. This gives us the discount. It allows us to reset Atman. It allows us to reset Cyber Cipher if we need to. So I think it's a decent pick, and we have a lot of slots. Well, a lot. I'm just gonna drop 3. We can of course change it and whatnot. The Price of Freedom, that's not really useful. In the chat we have the Turning Wheel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Turning Wheel is also something to spend even more info on.
Do it
later on.
I would drop Aaron. I mean, I'm not. Then again, we know that Sports Metal isn't the meta, so. There's Pericious, which is also an option, and we do know that the NEH is there, but we didn't really look at the installable assets and whatnot. But we could be scavenging this for the draw. I don't know.
What was the thing you were mentioning with freelance coding contract? This might actually be a thing to be doing.
Well, basically, have this as your econ card, get as many programs as you can into your hand. So we would be switching probably from the resource here to the programs, and then just go freelance and get money, and then pick the ones we really need from the bin with the clone chip, and then making that money happen. I don't know. I mean, it's an option, and soy beef tacos are apparently good. I don't know.
We're already struggling on money anyways, right? Yeah. So this might actually be an option.
It's 0, and we can trash stuff. The thing is, we don't have a lot of programs, so we could be just trashing some.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Question is what else we use to fill up, right?
Fireblaze is saying we don't have enough MU. Yeah, the thing is here, we're gonna be hoping for. We have 1 shifter. Should we just? We have to start.
I think we will be cutting later on, anyways.
Yeah.
And I might actually, honestly. I might be looking to cut most of this down anyways, and once again go back to Kit.
Okay.
And we need another console for that. I don't think Cypher is actually doing it for us at that point. But I think you can honestly just drop the source.
Yeah,
drop down to 2 tap room. I'm just like saying what I'd cut to get down to Kit. I'd cut like the Tycoon, would cut a tap room, would cut 2 source, would cut the Cypher. And I think you're already there at this point. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inf that you're cutting at that point. And then you just need to cut 1 more inf. And you'd probably have to decide between Turning Wheel and Aumakua.
Yeah, just to kind of drop a different thread in it and to follow up on the chat. Fireblaze is helping us out. Thank you so much, Fireblaze, for taking the time. Freelance is very good with Proco. Then you can trash your hand after you draw. That's an option as well. The thing with
honestly,
Proco... Yeah,
that was the thing I was thinking as well.
Yeah. We could just be drawing the hell out of this and then just, trashing a ton of stuff and then making money. So, okay, but so you were saying come back to Kit, and I think Kit with Escher could be a thing. Maybe, and we have the...
Honestly, sounds fairly interesting. Let's look at that.
Okay, so I'm not going to be opening a different tab. People on stream will see this anyway, like they can screenshot this for later and whatnot, or they can make a clip out of this. This is where we got with building Excel, but now we're gonna go like, okay, what if we actually change our mind? And there's still over 40 minutes to build, so we're gonna go back to Kit. We're gonna go Kit, and here the numbers are just gonna go like, no, you don't have anything for anything, like minus 10 influence. Okay, so what are we cutting? Please repeat.
We're dropping the source.
The source, goodbye.
We are going to cut 1 taproom. And then we're going to drop the Tycoon. And now we actually have to make some more interesting decisions. So we have 2 more inf to cut, right? We could cut the Aaron, but I think if we are going freelance coding Proco stuff, I think the Aaron Marin is actually really strong in that. because then you can just like, especially since we're expecting to face mostly sports, you just like dig through your deck like crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm
you
just
drill
thinking...
to the bottom instantly.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking, freelance coded contract definitely benefits from programs. We only have 10 programs in our deck right now. Should we then maybe, I don't know, drop the piece in our time to deny the core money? Or this is just way too good for us to forfeit? Because if we don't have to
say, the thing is, peace synergizes once again with our tapeworm, right?
Yeah, and with the torch as well. I mean, you know, peace in our time torch is a play, and it's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're staying on this. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the turning wheel, I don't know. Turning wheel is kind of cool to have. Maybe the tap. Hi, everything now makes sense. This is
yeah.
How about Schiffer? I mean, we're gonna be Schiffer the console. It costs 5. It does cool things.
We should probably be looking at another console. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just gonna drop it for now. We do know it exists. I'm gonna be opening the hardware picks, selections, and whatnot, dropping the events, and we're gonna take a look at what is there. Cyberdelia. It does give MU, and it gives us money back.
Yeah, possibly Cyberdelia.
Yeah, there's much.
Then we're obviously lower on MU. Mache doesn't do anything.
No,
we have like
true.
way more powerful draw.
Mind's Eye.
Probably nah.
Mind's Eye. Where is it?
This with turning wheel is interesting, right?
Yeah, it gives us only 1 MU. It's 3 cred, so that's not crazy good, but okay.
It's same as Cyberdelia.
Yeah, there's Monolith. Imagine! I mean, what was Big Gills play with Monoliths or something? There was this deck, right?
Yeah,
There's this
exactly.
epic deck. So we could just go all in and like, Monolith! Blah! And imagine, then you just install whatever you want. You just need 18 credits. Easy peasy.
Just need those 18 credits.
That card. I love it though. I mean, it's very on theme and whatnot. Feedback filter we will not need, most likely. Net chips won't help as much. LDS processors. If we had chameleons, LDS processors would be amazing.
True.
But yeah, here are the.
I do think Cyberdelia is our best choice, honestly.
I'm just looking at other things. There's OmniDrive, which kinda could work, but then again, it doesn't really work. So Cyberdelia, yeah, this is a cool thing because why would we do it? It's not a console, but it doesn't matter because it gives us a MU. And then the first time you break all subroutines on a piece of ice each turn, you may gain 1, which, if you have multiple Cyberdelias and you have Kit, basically, you are kind of guaranteed to break the first ice because it's going to be a code gate. That's what you're hoping for the first time in turn. So let's just drop 3 in because they're in influence and whatnot. We still need to drop one dot. So I don't know. I don't know.
I think if we're already on... I mean, we could probably drop down to 2 piece in our time. Everything else feels kind of necessary, honestly. Like, even the turtle feels necessary for us since it's just... Yeah, we just want to run a lot.
Yeah, Scavenge, we are keeping 3 of, or are we? No, we should be doing Escher, right? We said.
Yeah, we want to be doing Escher instead.
We're dropping all Scavenges and going 3 Eschers, or are we keeping some Scavenges for the Cyber Cypher Atman resets? Or even Ica. I mean, Scavenge does reset Ica if Magnet.
Yeah, we probably want to keep some amount of Scavengers. We can cut it down to 2 for now.
Okay, we need 5 cards. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'd probably just be looking at the programs and just fill up with like cheap
multiples.
Honestly, we could just put in some mantles, just as a like money neutral card.
Oh wait, you mean by saying mantles?
The stealth one.
Yeah. So.
And then Perishas probably.
Or cloaks.
Oh, sorry.
Cloaks.
Yeah.
No worries. I mean, this is cool because it kind of gives us some econ, and we could always trash it for extra money from freelance coding contracts, which is good. And then you said Perishas.
Yeah, probably just Perishas. It's just a way, like maybe people are installing a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe actually, maybe Cuban.
Cuban is in here.
Maybe Cuban is better. Cuban is definitely better.
Okay, so we're dropping Perishas and dropping 2 Cubans in. Okay, so it's a 0 cost program, 1 MU, install Cuban only on a piece of ice, and of course, Magnet is going to make it very sad, but this is also a potential Magnet target. So you know, if we're going to make the corp use magnet, or if they have magnet on board, they will have to decide whether they want to do this or not. And well, Cuban is actually an Ica. This is, they can still mess us up a bit, but we're gonna manage. I think we have 45 cards. This is good. We have Tapo99 asking in the chat how rebirth works in this format. Can you rebirth only for selected packs or all identities? You can only, if I remember correctly, you can only rebirth into what is in the format.
Yeah, that's always like the unfortunate thing with rebirth. Yeah. It doesn't allow you to escape the confines of your format.
But you could rebirth into exile with this. But then again, it's influence. We don't have influence, sorry. So this looks solid, right? I mean, solid. Well, it looks, all the cards
okay.
Make sense. We have dummy boxes for the Tapworms and other programs which the corp might be trying to trash. Like, we're just, or
I'd probably, now you can do like, now you can massage the numbers to make it feel a bit better. I'd probably be looking at maybe going like 2 dummy box, put in a 3rd Cuban, stuff like that.
So yeah, let's do this. Let's massage this as much as possible.
And otherwise, honestly, the main thing I'm noticing with this deck, we don't have that many good cards, but we have a lot of fairly good draw. Yeah. So the gameplay of this will probably involve a lot of overdrawing and just tossing out all the non-money cards and just like digging for freelance coding and a bunch of programs to hopefully make it work. Yeah, we can draw some. This hand already looks great, right? Yeah. Obvious keep. Yeah. This hand, probably also a keep. That's not that great, but you have like credit, daily casts, SMC probably.
Yeah. I just like to do this every now and then to see what's going on. Dirty, there's freelance, there's turtle, which is good. Not too bad, but then again, you would probably mulligan this into something else. Well, I mean, it's always good to have Dirty Laundry turn 1.
I think you are always hard mulliganing for Proco, honestly.
True. No, I mean, definitely. We have 3 Procos, but this is a 45 card
deck. This hand sucks. This hand looks nice. Credit, cast. Go,
go. Fireblaze dropped in another piece of advice. Psych Mike. Let's see Psych Mike.
Psych Mike would be great if we had like some sort of consistent multi-axis like R&D interface. But we're most likely looking to build up into one giant run with Turning Wheel. So this is only 1 credit per R&D access. Kit usually doesn't actually run that much.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I mean, this is the thing. When you encounter corps here, you will have to see what their game plan is. And Psych Mike is a really cool Shaper card for sure, but multi-access is key here to make this card actually work. But actually, it does work, and it does pay you back. Like, it pays for itself, which is cool. The cost is not prohibitive, but it's a card slot. And for now, we seem to have some toys here. So let's just very quickly, just to summarize this, we're going to be finishing the stream to take a break and whatnot, and then come back with the game, with the games, actually. But let's just very quickly summarize what we have here for the runner. So we have Dirty Laundry because Econ, Escher because Kit, and you do want to manipulate the ice if possible. Not cheap, but it is there. Freelance because, well, have you ever played freelance coding contract? Like,
honestly, I haven't. I'd be really excited to try this out. It sounds very fun.
Okay.
And like the highs of it sounds so good to just get to discard 5, make 10.
Yeah, that is
nice.
True. That is true. Peace in our time is a thing as well because we need money. It does cost influence, but definitely without your gambles, this is a staple here in a way. Scavenge because we might be reinstalling Cyber Cyphers, Cyber Cyphers, Atmans, Icas, maybe if magnets happen, all that stuff. So this is not too bad. Then we have Clone Chips because Shaper fun. You want to be prepared. Cyber Delia because that gives you back money. Aaron because it's legal and it is a good card to have, and there will be agenda scored for sure. And this is free draw, and we like draw in this deck. Daily Cast because again money. Dummy box to protect our Tapworms and potentially other cards, what have you. I mean, professional contacts and film critics could also need protection. I mean, tagging will be a thing, maybe, perhaps. There are no strong tag cards, but who knows? There may be some eyes that might be tagging us and whatnot. So we don't want to lose film critic because it's good. Professional contacts is the, you say, must mulligan in a way card, right? I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it's definitely the card you want to see early. You shouldn't mulligan hands with like Dirty Laundry and Daily Casts in it.
Yeah.
Or like even an early Aaron Marin, but you should definitely be very focused on trying to get this into your starting hand.
Absolutely. Then the turning wheel, which is a win con in a way, and we're gonna, like you said, probably the best strat here is to just build up the counters and then just go dig deep and try to win in one run, because it's gonna be hard. Atman, because we like Atman, and it's a good card if you know what
this
you're doing.
could probably be a second Cyber Cipher if you want to do that instead. But I think Atman is always fun to have.
We can always swap it. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, Atman is a kind of a flex slot.
Mm-hmm.
Aumakua, because turtle power and whatnot, and this card is just way too good not to be put in if you have access to it. We do remember, we do remember that Macrophage is in the format, but well, we'll have to deal with that. Cyber Cipher, Cyber Cipher is a brilliant card to have for kit, and we're only putting one in because we have options to recur it and to reinstall it and whatnot. But it's just good to have. Ica or Ika, definitely a good card to deal with some sentries. We did see some sentries, and this basically breaks Brainstorm, for example, which could be a face check here at some point.
True.
Torch, which is scary for everybody who sees the card, including the runner. It's 9 credits to install. Terrible in a way, but then it's just good. Although, for 9 credits, honestly, and this is not criticizing the design or anything, I would expect it to keep its strength until the end of the run. But then again, what do I know?
Yeah, true. I think keeping strength until end of the run was only a theme for Shaper in actual core set, right?
Yeah.
Did anything ever get printed with that on it afterwards?
I don't remember, but then again, I'm very well known for not remembering card text, so chances are. Cloak, because it's a program that we could freelance coding contract for soy beef tacos, or basically just make money off of it, just recur the 1 credit over and over and over again.
Also something for dummy box.
Exactly. Cuban, because it's money, which is good for us. SMCs, because, hey, you're playing Shaper, like, why would you not do this? And then Tapeworm, because money is going to be crucial in this game. I think it's going to be one of those tournaments where credit perfect plays or just losing by 1 credit is going to be quite funny. But yeah, Fireblaze saying, keeping strength is silly good in an icebreaker. Yeah, I mean, this is... For 9 credits, I would expect that to be there. And then also mentioning that Under the Bus could be painful to play against. Yeah, I mean, if they are trying to throw us under the bus, we'll have to manage. So this is our runner deck. I'm gonna call it Ram Super Kit. I'm gonna be publishing these.
There's actually one thing we kind of messed up here.
Gimme! We still have time.
we forgot to put in an actual Fractor.
Do we need that though? I mean,
I'm not sure even. I mean, I think the Atman could be replaced with a Fractor, but honestly,
yeah. But we just Escher the we just
probably just painted, right?
Yeah, we just painted with kit, or we just Escher stuff. I don't know. Like, do we really expect?
Maybe actually don't need it. True.
I don't know. I mean, this is risky. We could just always drop a cloak and drop in an Inti just for fun. Fun,
true.
Sorry.
For safety.
Would you drop a Cuban or a cloak?
I'd drop cloak. I think Cuban will actually be a pain in the ass for the corp to deal with.
Okay, so we're gonna drop an Inti.
If you get like in a position where you can put like a Cuban on a vanilla and just sit there with turtle and just like run through it like crazy.
Yeah, that's a good option.
Very happy.
So yeah, so Inti we're dropping in because Fractor exists, and it's actually, honestly, it's a very efficient program to break vanilla, for example. Like for 1, breaks vanilla for 1, duh. Yeah, and it's pretty good as a first breaker. Yeah, Fireblaze agrees. And yeah, we're going to just drop the Inti because we have to be safe. I call it Ram Super Kit. I'm going to save it. I'm going to publish these decks later, excuse me. But now I'm just going to very quickly swap to the Corp deck we had, which was Ram Super Sports. And let's just go through this very, very quickly just to kind of review it again. Just to tell people what we're doing here, in case you missed it, us building it earlier on. We have 20 agendas just because we can, and this is Sports Metal. You want agendas in Sports Metal, and this is going to be our main money engine. And we went for all 1
20 agendas, 20 points.
Yeah.
Just as God intended.
Perfect. We should get style points here already. Operations that are basically all about installing, drawing, and making money. And then there's the 2 key cards here. Game Changer, which is scary with that many agendas, and Fast Break, which is also scary with that many agendas. So these are our combo cards with the agendas on the table. And then we just went full NBN on the upgrades. We have Arela Salvatore. Whenever an agenda is scored from the server, you may install a card from HQ, ignoring all costs, and place 1 advancement token. So we're just going to be installing more agendas, because why not? Kali testing, which allows us to Well, basically Fast Advance. And then Giordano Memorial Field, which is a bit of a blocker for the runner. I remember playing Giordano Memorial Field and enjoying it immensely in Sports Metal, in a standard deck, but it's just so good. It's very, very nice. It definitely makes the runner go like, why does this card exist? But it's a unique, and this is the tricky part here. You cannot res multiples of it. There's only one Memorial Field for Giordano. And on the ice side, we just go super light, with Meridian being a non-ice in a way. Gatekeeper being our only thing that actually does anything. We didn't go for Mother Goddess. We just decided Gatekeeper because it's a Sports Metal card through and through. And then there's one Brainstorm just because, hey, we have 9 credits, eat some brain damage. Good luck. And that's basically it. So we built those decks. Thank you so much for this. You said you're excited. I'm excited. Everybody's excited.
Yeah, sports is one of my favorite ideas, especially with Game Changers. So I'm already very happy to see that and see almost everybody playing sports. Will be very interesting to see how many points will be scored in a single turn.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This was the live draw stage. We're going to be coming back and I'm going to be dropping the stream. So please do come back. I'm going to be just reshuffling things here a bit. But we're going to be coming back in around 30-ish minutes. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, it looks like 30 minutes. Maybe I'm a bit wrong, but 20-ish minutes. Let's make it this way. With the tournament itself, I will tell you more about the tournament itself, the structure and so on. It's just going to be Swiss rounds with potentially a top. We'll see how many people are there. We're going to have a Cobra screen. We're going to have everything on the screen. We're going to have fun. Simply Onion, thank you so much for being here in the morning. And you're going to be coming back, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely be coming back.
Awesome! I'm going to be also trying to drag in Percomis, who might be our co-commentator. And there might be some extra special super secret guests later on. But for now, we're going to be just taking a quick break. And you're going to be definitely seeing us soon coming back. But for now, yes, that's it, right? I mean, anything else? Should we plug things or I don't know.
It's much to plug. I do stream sometimes under Simply the Onion, same name as I have pretty much everywhere, but I haven't been streaming a lot lately. Maybe I'll pick it up again soon though.
Same here. I mean, I have the same problem, and you know, it's going to be interesting to have the comeback for streaming, but we'll see. Just in case anybody's wondering if anybody needs streaming advice, because you started not so long ago, right?
I definitely didn't start too long ago. I just like set up mostly the basics and then just like ran with that.
So
you don't actually need that much for streaming, right? You just need like OBS, which is like not that difficult to get into, and then just the mic, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So I was just thank you for these words, because I was just expecting somebody who's not me and who's not like, yeah, this is easy, to say, yeah, this is easy. You can get started very fast and you just have to try it. And we've had a lot of people joining the streaming community, which is awesome because we need more streamers always. So thanks to you and thanks to everybody else streaming stuff. There was a recent on Nisei.net, there was a recent community or how do you call it? Community roundup? No, yeah, probably a roundup or whatever that was called. But basically listing all the streamers who started recently. So do jump in on those streams that are not Nisei streams as well, because there's a lot of good content out there. But for now, we're going to take a break. I'm just going to leave you with a song until the next few minutes roll down. And we're going to be coming back soon basically in a handful of minutes. Stay tuned to the stream later on. This is going to drop in a minute. Okay, so see you soon. And yeah, disconnecting from everywhere for now. And talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon as well.
Tell us everything. Tell us everything.